What's good, YouTube? Fairdale Kings coming back at you again with another video. Let me preface this video, though, by first saying, even though I'm going to be talking a lot and in detail about the Tony Chachere's product, I just want everyone to know that this is not a paid advertisement. Tony Chachere has not given me one red cent, even though I'm going to be discussing some of his products. So that's a little bit, I want to put that disclaimer out there, but let me go ahead and get into this. So probably about 20 years ago, I crossed paths with Doug Chachere, who is now present day one of the owners and CEO of Tony Chachere famous Creole seasonings. I guess it's famous Creole cuisine. But me and Doug crossed paths through the operationsports.com website. At that time, I had just got it started, sharing my rosters through Madden Mania, NCAA Heaven, Operation Sports, and some other sites. And during that time, I was meeting and making contacts with a lot of different people in the gaming community. So through a mutual friend, I ended up coming to know the Cajun Commish. That is what he was known as. Doug is a huge LSU supporter. If you watch any college baseball and you've got LSU on the tube, if you're watching, the World Series and the regional games and whatnot, anytime that LSU is participating, you look there behind home plate and you're liable to see a Tony Chachere famous Creole cuisine advertisement in the background. But anyway, nonetheless, so me and Doug crossed paths probably about 2004, 2005 at Operation Sports. And Doug's always one that he likes to find out a little bit about you before, even though he might know you, he wants to make sure that he's got a little bit on your background and that someone basically co-signs for you. So anyway, whoever the third party was, was like, hey, yeah, no, this guy does the college football rosters. He's a legit gamer. I've played with him, Madden and NCAA football. So Doug went ahead and invited me to play in one of his NCAA football leagues. And we've been great friends, acquaintances ever since. For many years, we would participate in dynasties together. Doug would host the dynasties through his, and paid out of his own pocket for the website. We would jump on the forums, have to schedule games. I remember back in the day, jumping on there and, Doug or Cajun Commish might be playing a game against many of the guys that were in that league. It was a fabulous league, G-Money, Kiamon, Blevins. I mean, the list goes on and on with all the great guys that I met through Doug and through his leagues in the mid to late 2000s. And then once he kind of got too busy to do all the day-to-day and manage the website, I think we were using, God dog it, League Manager or something. It was a website, and this guy would input all the stats. So we had stat tracking for Dynasty before there was actually, stat tracking. He managed everything, input, we knew who the leaders were, the rushing leader, passing leaders, receiving leaders, everything. This guy was so fine-tuned with making sure that he had the little details. But it was a great experience. I mean, I'm the same way. I like to manage and know everything that's going on in my league. And a couple years later, I started running my own leagues through my FairdaleKings.com website. And one of my subdomains was Elite Dynasty or Dynasty Elite. And I had Doug and several other guys who we had played with over the years that joined that site. And we managed to play some of those seasons would last, 15, 20, 25 years. That's, that is how much we played NCAA football 09, 10, etc. So, it was always great. I mean, we played multiple games a week. So through that course, me and Doug carried on plenty of conversations. He's come through Louisville being, at that time, I think he was, one of the, the owners, obviously, but he was like the director of sales or whatever his fabulous job title was. But he was always on the road, and selling his product, going out there and doing his hustle, making sure that his product ended up in Walmart and Sam's Club and Myers and Kroger's and, so on and so forth. All the major retailers, they did the, he got started in the mom and pop shops, and, he was able, because of his determination, because of his hustle, just because of the way that he has such a great work ethic, he was able to help his family business grow and expand. And it's what it is. It is a family business. I think that right now they have, they had about 80 employees, maybe in 2020. I think right now they have 100 plus employees. But, when you break down and get into the details and find things about the numbers at this company, the average worker, has been at Tony Chachere's for 15 years, which is incredible. I mean, that tells you that it's a family-run business and that people want to work for these people. They're good people. And everything that I've known about Tony Chachere and, that whole family has been great. Doug Chachere, though, is the guy that's my man. You see in his picture behind me, Troy Landry from Swamp People. They did some advertising for him, so people go to bat for him, and Doug would literally take the shirt off his back if he had to. So anyway, on Monday this week, I had to go to Academy Sports here in Louisville, Kentucky, and I was going up there to pick up Big Mo Cason's steak rub, and my other thing is, Big Mo's pork rub. I use those religiously on anytime I'm on the grill. I do a lot of smoked pork and whatnot, pulled pork. So, I use that as the base. But anytime I make green beans or anything, like that, vegetables, I mean, I'll put it on chicken. I get, the Tony Chachere. And I was sitting there in Academy Sports, which I was actually going up there to buy some stuff for the College Football 25 game, for some of my skits I've been doing. But I won't get into that. I'm going to still surprise people. But anyway, so I'm back here in the seasoning section where all the barbecue stuff's at. And I'm looking for, for my Big Mo's. And I always see, Tony Chachere stuff. And this time, me and Doug's really, started talking again after, being apart for a while because college football was no longer around. So we, would have little messages now and then, but we've been really talking here lately. So anyway, I'm looking and I see the Tony Chachere's seasoning on the shelf, and I look up and it's $2.99, and I'm like, I turn to my wife and I'm like, well, look, Tony Chachere's product is $2.99, and I said everything else is $7.99, $14.99, $20. So I sit there and shoot off a text real quick to Doug. Just, I'm going to just tease him, I'm like, dude, I said, you're the cheapest one in the store. And I told him what the price was. And he's like, man, that's actually kind of high. He said, we're not normally that expensive. But the reason I'm saying that is, Tony and Doug Chachere and then Tony's products, they're here for the people. They've been doing this for 50 years. They had a 50-year anniversary a couple of years ago. So they don't have to worry about all the marketing and all the stuff. They're an established business, okay? And they're based in Opelousas, Louisiana, which is about 10 miles north of Lafayette, Louisiana. They're on, I think, I-10. But they've been doing this for a minute, so they don't have to sit there and have high prices like Dano Seasoning based here in Louisville, which I've used. I mean, we've encountered them, so I use them a little bit on some of my stuff that I cook. But anyway, so messing with Doug, I shot him a text message, dude, you're cheap. And he's like, yeah, we pride ourselves on that, which is awesome. But anyway, we're going back and forth with messages, asking about the family. I told him my daughter just graduated. He's telling me about his kids, how they're getting older and stuff and whatnot. But out of the goodness of his heart, he's like, hey, send me your address. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, because I know he's going to be coming through Louisville in September for like Louder in Life concert or something. We have, a huge concert here, and he's big in the music scene in Houston also. That's something like his side hustle. He's a roadie. I think he's a manager now, but he loves that underground music in Houston, Texas. So he's in the music scene as well. He does a bunch of different things, jack of all trades, master of none. But anyway, he's like, send me your address. I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. And he's like, I'm gonna send you a care package. So with that being said, he shot me this box, this Monday at noon. He's like, dude, he said, I got my assistant. I'm gonna send you some stuff. So that's what this is. This is an unboxing. I don't know what's in here, other than, Tony Chachere products, but I'm excited. I don't know what I am going to receive. So I don't know what is in this box. So let's break it open and let's see what Doug and his staff have sent to me and my family. So he sent some of the Bode Creole seasoning, the spice and herbs Creole seasoning, the no salt seasoning blend, oh, my wife will love this. This is the injectables. I know you can't see because of the green the green screen in the background and all his products being green. But he sent, the injectable butter and jalapeno mix. Steakhouse, no doubt. Love that. Burger. He sent us some of the, oh man, this is going to be fire. Some chili seasoning mix, mild. Doug, man, dude, you're too generous. Oh, and here's this for Thanksgiving dinner. We've been doing this one for years now. This is the Tony Chachere injectable Creole style butter. So now I got 2 injectables. Got the Creole butter and the butter and jalapeno. He sent me, let's see, another steakhouse, another burger, so that's good. We got 2 of those. Oh, and I like these other, he's got some new stuff I'm gonna have to try. But man, let me. This is what I've been using for damn near a dozen years, if not longer. This is the best seasoning that I believe that they do. I use this product all the time. So this is the Tony Chachere More Spice Creole seasoning. And I make green beans. And I use some chicken cubes that I put in there. A couple chicken cubes. But the one that brings out the flavor, brings out the most enjoyment for everyone. And I take it to every time we have a pitch in at work, or, if we're going to a barbecue or whatever, everyone asks for me to cook green beans, as well as some other stuff. But That's the one that my wife takes to her family and friends, and we used to do at work. I'd have, I got the green beans, and I would have to make cans and cans of green beans, but always used that more spice. So that's the one right now of all these. I know for sure the more spice is my favorite. It's my family's favorite. Go to bat for that one. That one is fire. The injectable butter in the turkey, I've used it for chickens as well. Fire. But I'm excited. I get to try some new products. And Tony Chachere's is great. I haven't had a bad issue, no problems with any of their products in the past. And Doug, dude, you keep doing what you're doing, man. It's unfortunate we're not going to be able to play in dynasties this year because of how busy you are. But I just want to say thank you, man. We'll keep doing it. I know that we've got another podcast. We're going to do part 2. I'm going to talk about dynasty next Monday. So, I look forward to that. And, the rest of everything in here is just a repeat, another bottle of more spice, the Bode, another, spice and herb, and, the no salt. So, dude, your assistant knocked out the park. You show nothing but love. Much respect to you and yours, Doug. We really appreciate you up here in Louisville, Kentucky. I'll be sure that I share these with my group who who they are, without throwing them out there. But we're gonna enjoy this care package, and safe journeys for you. And I can't wait to talk college football with you again. You see, just for this video, I wore the LSU football t-shirt, which I just received today. I'm going to do another video as well. So this was, real quick, a quick debut. Before I do the unboxing for that, I've got 49 t-shirts that I just bought from Fanatics. So I'll be showcasing all the new swag. But anyway, enough about that. I just want to sit there and take the time, open up this box, see what the hell you sent me, man. I'm excited. And, for anyone out there watching my videos, if you have a choice or whatever, I'm going to sit there and say, for me, I love Tony Chachere's. At least give it a chance. I mean, I'm not getting paid anything for this. This is just because, me and Doug's been great friends for years, many years, and I've had nothing but good things to say and great experiences with all the Tony Chachere's products. So, Doug, much love to you again, man. Can't say it enough. Keep doing what you're doing. Best of luck to you in your journeys. Can't say nothing about LSU though. This all you get, brother. It's all you get is just, I wore an LSU t-shirt for you in this video, man. Much love, brother. Keep doing your thing. Keep doing it big. Be safe. This is Fairdale Kings. I'm out.